Up everyone, today we're going to converse deeper into changing your mindset. Now, changing your mindset comes at a cost because there are many barriers that prevent you from changing your mind, like ego, overconfidence, inertia, and pride. Politicians who change their minds lose face. Family and friends who change their minds are mocked. Yet we are encouraged to change our minds. The world can't progress and improve unless some people are willing to change. Now, understanding how opinions are formed can help us get better at changing our minds. It's easier to change when you're younger. We get less open to novelty as we get older. In late adolescence and early adulthood, there's a sudden craving for novelty. But by the time you're middle age, you're less likely to try anything new for the rest of your life. There are many reasons why it's easier to change your mind when you're younger. It could be that your brain is more plastic then. Your positions are less entranced, so it's less costly to change them, or the stakes are lower. The fate of the world doesn't rest on your decisions. Changing your mindset starts with an emotional commitment. People don't just take facts, draw conclusions from them, and then base their opinions on that. They start with an emotional commitment to a certain idea and then use their cognitive powers to organize facts to support that they want to believe. We tend to see the world and cherry pick facts that support our version of the world. It takes a really big external shock that clearly proves you're wrong to change your mind. Now, every situation is different. When we talk about changing our minds, we should acknowledge that every situation is going to be different. Now, there are many reasons why someone in your family holds a position you may find objectionable. Maybe you think they're ignoring the facts, or you feel their position lacks moral reasoning, or they find pleasure from an idea you disagree with, or simply hold the opposite position because it is the opposite. Now, invested in beliefs, even if they are wrong, we can be so invested in our beliefs even if we suspect that they are wrong. But the incorrect ideas may actually provide some benefit for us. For example, when an expert has dedicated their career to a certain policy of line of thinking, faces new information, they may feel uncomfortable disrupting a consensus. Overconfidence contributes to the reluctance to change our mind. Even in the absence of evidence, the belief that we are right can contribute to our reluctance. People who refuse to change their minds often have self-enhancing selective memories. They remember good outcomes and tend to forget bad ones. Clear facts don't change minds. If you are forced to give an explanation on any strong opinion you hold, you have to really understand and even confront the fact that you might not understand. But when you give reasons, the people you try to convince may be more interested in talking about their feeling about the subject, what they like and what they don't like. How to change someone's mind? It's really hard to change someone's mind. But if you're going to try, you should try to get them to change their own minds by asking them to assume your perspective and explain why you might be right. Try to get people to step outside themselves and think about the issue from an objective perspective and disconnected from their own interests. Now, ask them to explain, not reason, the nuts and bolts level of how something works. However, people often can't explain their own reasoning. This is known as the illusion of explanatory depth, which is how well people understand how things work. People who struggle until they realize they couldn't. When they were asked again how well they understood, their confidence in their understanding was lowered. The source of the illusion is that people fail to distinguish between what they know from what others know. For example, a plumber knows how a toilet works. You know the plumber or how to find a plumber, giving you the illusion that you know how a toilet works. We're more likely to believe what other people around us believe. Now, the solution to changing people's minds is not to give them the necessary information. Instead, we depend on others and hold our beliefs because the people around us have those beliefs. Even if people with opposing views have the same information, they might have different experiences in their past, different influences, and will interpret the exact same scenario differently depending on their initial position was. I hope this message finds you well, and I'll see you in the next video.